multiply exponentially, much like rabbits and wire coat hangers. Scowling at the newest stacks on his desk, Special Agent Brandon Eddison can't help but wonder how they would look on fire. It wouldn't take much. Just a flick of a match, the snick of a lighter, the corners of 1 or 2 pages in the middle so it would catch nice and evenly, and then all the papers would be gone. If you set them on fire, they'll just print them off again, and you'll have all of it plus the paperwork about the fire, says a laughing voice to his right. Shut up, Ramirez, he sighs. Mercedes Ramirez, his teammate and friend, just laughs again and leans back in her chair, stretching into a long, slightly curved line. Her chair creaks in protest. Her own desk is covered in papers. Not stacks, just covered. If he asks her for any specific piece of information, she'll find it in under a minute, and he will never understand how. In the corner, facing their angled desks, is the lair of their senior partner, Supervisory Special Agent in Charge Victor Hanoverian. To Edison's disgust and amazement, all the paperwork on that desk seems to be done, sorted into colored folders. As the leader of their intrepid trio, Vic has more paperwork than either of them, and he always has it finished first. 30 years in the Bureau does that to a person, Edison supposes, but it's a terrifying thought. He looks back at his own desk, at the newest stack, and grumbles as he reaches for the top pages. He has a system, one that baffles Ramirez as much as hers unnerves him, and despite the height of the pile, it doesn't take him long to move the papers to the appropriate columns at the back of his desk, sorted by both topic and priority. They align neatly with the back edge and corners of the surface, alternating portrait and landscape within each stack. Has a nice doctor ever talked to you about that? Asks Ramirez. Has A&E ever staged an intervention about yours? She snickers and turns back to her desk. It would be nice if, just once in a while, she rose to the bait. She's by no means unflappable, but she's strangely impervious to teasing. Where is Vic, anyway? On his way back from a deposition. Bliss asked for him to be there. He wonders if he should point out that 3.5 months after they rescued the surviving girls from the burning garden, she's still using the butterfly names, the names the victims were given by their captor. He doesn't point it out. She probably knows. The job is easier, most of the time, if they can put everything in neat little boxes in their minds, and who the girls were before they were taken is harder to integrate. He needs to get to work. It's a paperwork day, or mostly, and he really should make at least one of those piles disappear by the end of the day. His eye falls on the colorful tower of folders that lives on the back right corner of his desk, growing over the years with more folders, but no answers. That stack never disappears. He leans back in his chair and studies the 2 framed photos atop the squat filing cabinet that holds his office supplies and blank forms. One is of him and his sister on a long-ago Halloween, one of the last times he saw her, before she got snatched off the street on the way home from school. She was only 8 years old. Logic tells him she must be dead. It's been 20 years, but he still finds himself examining any 20-something woman who resembles her. Hope is a strange and fickle thing. But then so was faith, strange and fickle. Back when she was just his sister, rather than a missing child statistic. The other photo is newer, just a couple of years old. A souvenir from the most disturbing and unexpected day trip he's been on that didn't involve work. Priya and her mother dragged him on a number of strange sightseeing trips during the 6 or so months they lived in D.C., but that jaunt was the stuff of nightmares. He's not even sure how they ended up in a field full of massive presidential